The boy sat very still at the picnic table. Cars passed behind him. Doors opened and closed. Voices drifted through the air. But no one spoke to him. His small backpack rested beside him. He kept one hand on it, as if letting go might make it disappear too. His name was Noah. He was 8 years old. A little earlier, the rest stop had felt normal. Quick break. A short walk. Just a few minutes. Now the sun was lower. The shadows were longer. And the bench beneath him felt colder than before. Noah stared at the ground. He counted the cracks in the concrete. He counted again. He remembered what his mom always told him. If you ever get lost, stay where you are. Stay calm. Someone will help you. So he stayed. He did not cry. He did not run. He waited. Across the parking area, a motorcycle rolled in and slowed to a stop. The rider shut off the engine and removed his helmet. His hair was wind-pressed. His jacket showed years of travel. His name was Ben. Ben stretched his legs and took a deep breath. Long rides did that to a person. They made you notice small things. As he walked toward the vending machines, he saw the boy. At first, Ben thought nothing of it. Kids were everywhere on the road this time of year. But then he noticed how still the boy was. No phone. No snack. No adult nearby. Ben paused. He looked around. Cars came and went. A family laughed near their vehicle. No one glanced at the picnic table. The boy did not look up once. Ben waited. He gave it time. Then he walked closer, slow and careful. He stopped a few steps away. "Hey there," he said gently. The boy looked up. His eyes were tired but steady. "Hi," Noah said. Ben smiled softly. "You waiting for someone?" Noah nodded. "Yes." "How long?" Noah thought for a moment. "A while." Ben sat on the opposite bench. He kept his distance. "My name is Ben," he said. "I just stopped to rest." "You do not look lost. But you look alone." Noah looked down again. "My dad went to get gas," he said. Ben did not correct him. He did not rush. "Sometimes waiting feels longer than it is," Ben said. Noah nodded again. His fingers tightened on the strap of his backpack. Ben noticed the sun. He noticed the quiet. "Do you want some water?" Ben asked. Noah hesitated, then nodded. Ben handed him a bottle and waited as the boy took a small sip. "Thank you," Noah said. Ben watched carefully. Not closely. Just enough. "What is your favorite subject at school?" Ben asked. Noah blinked, surprised. "Science," he said. "I like learning how things work." "That is a good choice," Ben said. "Curiosity is important." Noah smiled for half a second. Then it faded. Ben felt something settle in his chest. A quiet understanding. Sometimes kids wait because they believe they should. Even when something feels wrong. Ben stood slowly. "Noah," he said, "I am going to stay right here for a bit. You are not by yourself now." Noah looked up. "Okay," he said. And for the first time since sitting down, he leaned back just a little. The waiting felt different now. Not finished, but not lonely anymore. Ben stayed seated as the afternoon slowly changed. The light softened. The air cooled. Noah held the water bottle with both hands. He took another sip, then placed it carefully on the table. Ben watched without staring. "You did the right thing," Ben said. Noah looked up. "By waiting?" "Yes." "By staying calm? By staying where you were told?" Noah nodded. "My mom always says rules are there to help you," he said. "Even when they feel boring." Ben smiled. "Your mom sounds wise." Noah shifted on the bench. "I think my dad just forgot," he said quietly. "He did not mean to." Ben chose his words slowly. "Sometimes adults make mistakes," he said. "Big ones. Not because they do not care, but because they are human." Noah stared at the table. "Still feels bad," he said. "That makes sense," Ben replied. "Feelings do not always wait for explanations." Noah thought about that. Ben glanced toward the road, then back to the boy. "Would it be okay if I made a call?" Ben asked. "Just to check things." Noah hesitated, then nodded. "Okay." Ben stepped a short distance away. He kept Noah in sight the entire time. He spoke calmly, clearly. When he returned, he sat down again. "Help is on the way," Ben said. "You are doing great." Noah let out a slow breath. I was worried I did something wrong, he said. Ben shook his head. You followed the rules. You stayed put. That is being responsible. Noah straightened a little. Ben reached into his pocket and pulled out a small wrapped snack. I always carry extra, he said. Long rides teach you that. Noah looked at it, then at Ben. May I? Of course. Noah opened it carefully and took a bite. Thank you, he said. They sat in comfortable silence for a moment. Ben broke it gently. What do you want to be when you grow up? Noah brightened. An engineer, he said. Or a teacher. Or maybe both. Those are good dreams, Ben said. The world needs people who build and explain. Noah smiled again. This time it stayed longer. Car slowed nearby. Then another. Noah glanced up, hopeful. Ben did not rush him. Whatever happens next, Ben said, remember this. You matter. You are worth noticing. Noah swallowed. Okay. A uniformed helper walked toward them with a calm smile. Ben stood. Noah stood too. Ben placed a gentle hand near his own chest, not touching. You are not alone anymore, he said. Noah nodded. I know. And for the first time since the waiting began, the world around him felt steady again. To be continued. The helper introduced herself with a calm voice and a warm smile. She spoke to Noah first. You did exactly what you were supposed to do, she said. Thank you for waiting so patiently. Noah nodded. His hands were steady now. Ben stayed nearby. Not leading. Not pushing. Just present. They talked for a few minutes. Quietly. Clearly. Then the helper received a call. She listened. She smiled again. Good news, she said. We have reached your mom. Noah froze. Really? Yes. She is relieved. She has been looking for you. Noah felt something loosen inside his chest. Can I talk to her? He asked. Of course. The phone was handed to him carefully. Mom. His voice shook, but only a little. I am okay. There was a pause. Then Noah smiled wide. I waited like you said. He listened. He nodded again and again. Okay. Yes. I understand. When the call ended, Noah handed the phone back with both hands. She said she is proud of me, he said softly. She should be, Ben replied. The helper explained what would happen next. Step by step. No surprises. Noah listened closely. Then he looked at Ben. Are you leaving? He asked. Ben crouched slightly so they were at the same level. Soon, he said. But I am glad I stopped today. Me too, Noah said. They stood together as another car arrived. Noah felt ready. Before he walked away, he turned back. Ben. Yes. Thank you for seeing me. Ben nodded. Everyone deserves that. Noah smiled one last time and walked forward with confidence. Ben watched until he was out of sight. Then he put on his helmet. The road waited. But something had changed. A small moment of kindness had turned a long wait into a lesson. Being overlooked does not mean being invisible. Sometimes it just means the right person has not arrived yet. And when they do, everything feels lighter. Days passed after the rest stop moment. Life returned to its normal rhythm. But for Noah, something inside him had changed. At school, he sat a little straighter. He raised his hand more often. When someone spoke, he listened closely, just like Ben had done. One afternoon, his teacher asked the class to share a story about kindness. Noah hesitated. Then he stood up. I learned that being quiet does not mean you are invisible, he said. Sometimes people notice later, and that is okay. The room was silent. His teacher smiled. That is a strong lesson, Noah. At home, Noah told his mom everything again. Slowly, carefully. She listened the same way Ben had. I am proud of you, she said. You trusted yourself. Noah nodded. I think waiting was hard, he said. But it helped me learn patience. His mom hugged him gently. Across town, Ben sat on his motorcycle outside a small diner. He sipped his coffee and watched the road. He thought about the boy at the picnic table. Not with worry, with gratitude. Some days give you speed. Some days give you meaning. Ben stood and paid his bill. As he stepped outside, a young couple held the door open for him. Thank you, he said. They smiled. Small moments mattered. Weeks later, Noah received a postcard. It showed a long road under a wide sky. On the back, a short message. Keep being patient. Keep being kind. You matter. Noah read it twice. Then he placed it on his desk. That night, he looked out his window and felt calm. Not because everything was perfect, but because he knew he could handle challenges with quiet strength. Sometimes growth comes from stillness. Sometimes hope arrives without noise. And sometimes, a stranger teaches you something that stays forever. The world kept moving, but Noah moved forward with it. Stronger, kinder, seen. Months passed. The season changed. Noah grew taller. His voice grew steadier. His confidence followed. He still kept the postcard on his desk. Sometimes he touched it before school, just to remind himself. One afternoon, his class worked on a group project. A new student stood alone, unsure where to sit. Noah noticed. He remembered the picnic table, the waiting, the stillness. He stood up and walked over. "You can sit with us," Noah said. The student smiled with relief. "Thank you." Later that day, Noah's teacher pulled him aside. "That was thoughtful," she said. "You made someone feel welcome." Noah nodded. "Someone once did that for me." At home, Noah helped his mom with dinner. She watched him move around the kitchen with care. "You seem different lately," she said. "How?" "More patient. More sure of yourself." Noah thought for a moment. "I think I learned that quiet moments can still be important." His mom smiled. "That is a lesson some people never learn." Across the highway, miles away, Ben parked his motorcycle near the same rest stop. He sat at the picnic table for a few minutes. The place looked ordinary, but he knew better. He finished his drink and stood. As he walked away, a child passed by with his family. The child looked up and waved. Ben waved back. The road stretched ahead. So did the future. Sometimes stories do not end with big celebrations. Sometimes they end with small changes that last. A child who learns his worth. A man who listens. A moment that turns into growth. Kindness does that. It stays. And it moves forward. A year later, Noah stood a little taller. Not just in height, in presence. He had learned how to pause before speaking. How to listen. How to notice. On a quiet afternoon, his school hosted a small assembly about everyday kindness. Nothing fancy, just stories. Noah was asked to speak. He walked to the front of the room and took a breath. One time he said, "I was waiting. I thought I was alone. But someone noticed me." He did not rush. He did not judge. He just stayed. The room was still. "That taught me something," Noah continued. "Being seen can change everything. And sometimes we get to be that person for someone else." When he finished, the applause was soft but sincere. Afterward, a younger student approached him. "I liked your story," she said. "It made me feel brave." Noah smiled. "You already are," he said. That evening, Noah and his mom walked through their neighborhood. The sky was calm. The air felt light. "Do you ever think about that day?" she asked. "Yes," Noah said. "But not in a sad way. In a grateful way." Across the city, Ben parked his motorcycle after a long ride. He sat quietly for a moment before heading inside. Somewhere along the road, he had learned the same lesson. You do not have to fix everything. Sometimes you just show up, and that is enough. Noah placed the old postcard into a small box with other keepsakes. He did not need it on his desk anymore. The lesson was already part of him. Life would still bring challenges, misunderstandings, quiet moments, but now he knew how to face them, with patience, with dignity, with kindness. And that is how a long wait at a simple picnic table became something more, a beginning,